Let's say for this effect, I start off by handing the deck over to the participant, and they can give the deck a little mix. After they're done, I would ask the participant to cut the deck somewhere they would like. Let's say they cut it there. I would then ask them to take whichever half they would like. Let's say they take this half, meaning this will be my half. I would now have the participant name a number out loud between, let's say, 1 and 10. Let's say they name 5. I would ask them now to go ahead and remember the fifth card from the bottom of their half. So in this case, we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the card. I wouldn't see it, so I'm gonna show it to you. I hope you can see that. Go ahead and remember that. After the participant has remembered their card, I could go ahead and remember a card as well. Okay, so I have my card now, so the participant can place their half on top of my half. And what we would do is because the participant named the number 5, we would go ahead now and deal 5 piles, just like this. And we are going to try to mix up the deck even more now. If I could speed up the video, I would do that. I don't know how to, so I'm gonna try to go through this as fast as I can. Okay, so once all the piles have been dealt, we could actually have the participant go ahead and stack up all of these piles into one big deck any way they would like. So let's say this pile on top of here, this one on top of here, just like that, and like that. And to end the effect, if the participant would like, they could cut the cards, and they can do that as much as they would like. Let's say they're good here. So now I explained that the goal of this effect is try to get their card to end up next to my card. So my card is the 10 of spades. Let's deal until we get to the 10 of spades. So keep in mind also, you could have really named any number, and you just remembered the card that was at the number you named, but then we mixed up the deck, and you just assembled it any way you want, and you cut the deck as much as you wanted. So let's go ahead and see how far down that 10 of spades is. Pretty far down to the bottom. Okay, right here. For the first time participant, name your card out loud. I don't know the card, so let's say they say it right now. And I hope that this is your card, the 2 of spades. And that is the effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial, the cards I am using are the Red Bicycle Victor's Back. I do have a deck review on these. If I can find that, that will be in the description. So a few things before you start this effect is you need 52 cards, no jokers, no ad cards. After that, you're set to go. So you can start off by handing the deck over to the participant, and they can give the cards a little mix. After they're done, you're going to have them cut the deck anywhere they would like. Let's say they cut it here. You now have them choose whichever half they would like. Let's say they choose the top half. You're now going to have them name a number. Now keep in mind, whatever number they name, you are going to have to deal that many piles. So if they name 10, you would have to deal 10 piles. They name 20, deal 20 piles. So personally, it's up to you, but I give them a range, like 1 through 10, possibly 1 to 15, but not more. And I don't go with 1 just because it won't look as good. I'm not sure if it even works with 1. So really 2 through 10, 2 through 15, something like that. Let's say they name 6. You explain to them from the bottom of the deck, you want them to remember the 6th card, okay? And you want to be very direct about this. Maybe that's not the right word, but you can actually show them from the bottom of the deck, count 6 cards and remember that 6th card. You wouldn't know the card, but in this case, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 3 of diamonds. So they are going to remember 6 and 3 of diamonds. While they are doing that, you say you are going to remember a card as well. So everything is gonna be like this, obviously. So they only see the back of the cards. You have all of the cards spread out as much as you can, and all you're gonna do is remember this top card or the bottom card from the face. So it really doesn't matter. So if the cards are face up, just go to the very bottom and remember that bottom card. If you have the cards face down, you can just riffle up the top card and remember that as well. The participant remembers 3 of diamonds, 6. You remember 6 of diamonds. Now the participant places their half on top of yours. You pick up everything and you say, okay, you named 6. We are going to deal 6 piles. So that's why I don't go too high of a range, especially if they say something like 10, you would have to deal 10 piles. And it's not very good, I think, if you're dealing for a long time. So once you get through all of these piles, it's totally self-working. You're now going to have them put the piles one on top of each other and then put all of them on top of one. So now you have one big deck. So they could take this pile on top of here, this one on top of here, that one, and that one. It really doesn't matter. The last step is optional, but if they would like, they could cut the deck as much as they would like. So let's say they go ahead and they cut it a couple of times. After they're done, you say, okay, I am going to see now if your card can end up next to my card. So personally, I like to say my card out loud first. You don't have to, but I think when you're dealing, it's good to let them know what card you have beforehand instead of just stopping and saying, okay, my card was this. So before I start dealing, I say, okay, my card is the 6 of diamonds. Let's see if your card appears next to mine. And it's up to you if you want them to say their card out loud first or wait until you get to the 6 of diamonds. And a few things here, if the 6 of diamonds is on the bottom, their card will be on top. If the 6 of diamonds is on top, their card will be at the bottom, or will be second, actually. So if any of those so if any of those scenarios happen, if I can talk, you can give the deck a couple of cuts. So let's say we start dealing. You can talk about whatever you would like, but you are going to go until you reach the 6 of diamonds. So here we go. And during this, I like to recap everything that has happened, just so it isn't boring, and it is a good idea to let them know once again what has happened. Perfect. So once we reach the 6 of diamonds, I ask them for the first time, name your card out loud. The 3 of diamonds, and if you did everything right, indeed, the 3 of diamonds. And that is the effect. So I hope you really enjoyed this one. This is actually a very nice effect. Self-working too, which I've been uploading a lot lately. But I think a lot of these self-workers are actually up there with the advanced. But that's just me. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time with a new video. Bye.